Hi, all you cool quilters and cross-stitchers. I'm Emily.
I'm Lindsay, and this is Benny.
And I'm Nettie.
And this is Primrosecottagequilts.
And we are here to share what we've been doing the last 2 weeks since we were lame and didn't do a video last week.
Well, I think we talked about maybe just doing them every other week.
Yeah,
right?
from now on, we're going to do every other week.
It's just really
a little
hard.
difficult to get everything every week. So,
Well, and with kids being home and it's just really hard.
Yeah.
So we just thought we'd do it every other week, and then
maybe we would have more to show you.
yeah.
So, first off, we want to start with the giveaway winner, who I really got to put him down. He's in my space.
He's huge.
He's huge. Okay, the pattern was this like quilt / cross stitch pattern. Winner is Mary Brady. Email me and I will mail this out to you. My email will be in the description box. So, what do we want to start with first? In the shop,
Quilting.
we have some new things that we will be posting on. Shoot, oh, it's right here.
Sorry.
We're organized, I promise. Okay. We have something really cute. This we did this week. Can you see it good?
Yeah,
Okay.
so cute.
This will be a kit. It's a nice smaller size, so you can put it on a little end table. You can put it on your kitchen table.
It was really fun to whip up.
Yeah, and we will have kits. They will be listed in the newsletter on Friday, so there will be limited quantities. And
You should show the cute.
the quilting is super cute.
Little flowers. I thought it was so cute. And it matches the little flowers in this fabric.
It's called Ginger Flower, and we double batted it so it looks extra quilted and puffy.
The only thing is about the double batting, because I bind everything, is they're a little bit more harder to bind. Not harder, it's just there's no give. It takes a little bit longer, but I do like the double batting, especially when you're using for a runner.
It's nice and puffy. Okay. Also, I curated a new fat quarter bundle. These are Lori Holt prints, and well, one of them is a Riley Blake basic. Benny is whining. He wants to get out. Look how cute.
There.
So we have cherries, chicken wire. Probably need to let those sit up there for longer. I don't know what that is.
Crisscross.
Like a hop tic-tac-toe or something. This is Blossom. This is not Lori Holt, but it is Riley Blake. It's the same color. She's gonna have to let Benny out, sorry. This is a Riley Blake basic as well. And this cute daisy. So this is what it looks like. This is a really fun combination of colors. I really like it.
I need a whole quilt out of it.
These will be listed in the newsletter on Friday. Also, we still have some of these Patriotic bundles. It's a great basic builder. I know everyone's going to start sewing Patriotic stuff, so this would be a great thing to put in your stash. So that's all that's new in the shop as far as what's going in the newsletter. Do you want to start with your work in progress? I posted this on my Instagram.
Started Monday. It's Lindsay's pattern, the layer cake lattice. And you use a layer cake, obviously, which we used Bloomington. Super cute.
We actually live
In
near Bloomington. The designer, she lives in the same area as us.
Is she the one we went to the...
Yeah, we did see her trunk show.
Yeah.
She did a trunk show at a
She's
local.
a really sweet gal.
awesome. So I've been doing blocks. I got everything cut out. super fun, super freaking easy.
One thing that
Blocks.
I love about this pattern, I'm gonna show it real quick. Sorry,
Yeah.
is you don't have to line anything up. The
Yeah.
block is so easy. There's no like really lining things up, and so I recommend this.
Yeah.
And you get a big quilt. So
this is a baby size or like a small.
Yeah, and this was just done out of scraps that we had. And so
and
it's
that's
just a small
chunk
one.
of what it will look like.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I've been even pressing my
Look
whatever
how-
that is.
she's been pressing her seams open.
I want it to be really nicely done. And I used a cream background. I didn't use white.
So I think she sees all the quilts that come in from all the different clients that we have, and she sees some of them that how they
It's
look
like
perfect.
like when it's
They're-
wonky.
Yeah, but then also there's a few clients that they are perfect.
Yeah.
Every seam, every iron, everything perfect.
Yeah.
I'm very
I'm always jealous of those quilts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
very
threaten to keep
OCD and organized too. Like even all my cuts are organized where I'm like, oh, I could do something else with all these little scraps.
She's very
It's organized. So Lindsay's bins are like throw it together. It's a crumbled up mess.
Literally all week she has been taking things out and organizing, and
Yeah, I came back.
we're almost
and-
done, I think, with that. She's
done.
organized almost everything in the house.
I came back and nothing's in its right place.
Yeah, she's back. She was at our sister's house, and
Everything's moved. I keep having to ask her where things are.
but it's
Which is
nice and
good.
organized. We just have to
Yeah.
know where it is now.
And you can't just put it where you want. It's
No.
gotta go back.
We're scared. We're very
They keep
scared.
asking where
Where does this go? I don't dare put this away. I have mentioned before I did a block swap. My friend Mandy and I got my blocks, or she sent blocks back. So I sent in 6, so I got 6 back. And I love, like, these are crazy, but I love them because I'm doing an I Spy quilt. And look at the dinosaur print.
Oh, fun.
That's cute.
That is going to be perfect. So I really want to get started on mine.
Sorry.
And oh, look at this, the pea pods. So cute. Okay, the
gonna be a
swap was really fun. I will definitely do a swap again. Maybe one day host a swap. That would be fun, but it was fun. I would definitely do it again. And Mandy, she was an excellent host. So that's all I have
Quilting.
for quilting for me. But Mom,
Okay, so I decided I needed more bags for my cross stitching, and so I tackled making a couple myself, and so I've actually
you really went to work yesterday.
I've got some that are in progress. So, and I have to say that I'm left-handed, and so my zippers are in left-handed versus when Lindsay does it, they're done right-handed.
Oh, I never thought about that. So
Yeah, I noticed that last night
Doesn't
when
that
I
trip
was.
you up because everything's
No.
made the other way, right?
No, I know it tripped me up.
well, she's lived with it this long.
Yeah.
She's
But I have to say, I struggled on my first one, and so my first one, I did this one, and I got a great big plastic tuck in there. But oh well, but it turned out really cute.
I
I
want one of
I
that.
like that one. It
I
turned
have
out
cut
cute.
out. Well, I will be making one umbrella
It's
one
cute.
for me too.
And then this is the second one I
Oh,
did, and it
yes.
turned out a lot better.
So cute.
I
This is an older fabric,
I-
something she had in her
That's very
stash.
cute.
so I after I did the first one.
Oh yeah, your
I-
zipper's open the other way. It's
Now
weird.
But yeah, that's those, and so I've got 2 more to make, and the daughter that I was visiting, we've got her stuck on cross stitching now, and so she's like, I need more bags. And so
I'm done making bags for a while. I like got burned out.
I mean,
I'm like,
once I figured out how to do it my way versus what the video was saying, then it went a lot easier. And so I can't wait to put the other two together today to where it will be nice.
And I feel like I love making bags. Like, I used to make bags all the time, just different kinds. You kind of find what works for you, and then you find easier ways that are easier for you to do it rather than maybe what they're showing on the video. That's how I've learned to make mine and stuff. So
and then the other project that I've started, and that I've had this in my head, I've had to do for a while, because one of my grandsons is graduating this year, and he asked me months and months and months ago, and he's a huge Marvel superhero,
He's an athlete.
He's an athlete. I mean, he's done every kind of sport, and his mom has saved every t-shirt that he's had played from when he was 5 on up. Now he's 18. And so, and one of the things that I cut out all his shirts, and I've made several t-shirt quilts over the years, but I've
I thought they were all superheroes.
No,
he has superheroes.
Yeah, he
in
has
here
superheroes in there too,
but his sports shirts.
and that he's got in there, and so I'm gonna piece those. I've got everything cut out, the interfacing to put on them, and then what was interesting is he had 2 favorite baby quilts that he loved when he was little, and so he asked me, he's like, Grandma, can you put those in there?
I remember these blankets, because we used to babysit him, especially this Winnie the Pooh one.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so I was like, sure. I said, it's going to look kind of weird and
it's a little stretchy.
Yeah. And so, but I think it'll be fun. So once I get that put together, I'll be sure to show you guys. I think it's going to be really fun for him.
She's made quite a few t-shirt quilts.
I love t-shirt quilts.
Yeah.
I have a t-shirt.
Yeah, I've made t-shirt quilts for Emily. And then there's a company that one of my other daughters works for, and they make t-shirts and do things for different companies, a branding company. And so I really enjoy making shirts or t-shirt quilts for them, because they're brand new. They've never been washed. They're not stretchy.
You don't have to interface
You don't have to interface them. But these ones, they'll definitely have to, because there's a couple of real thin ones.
They've been used and abused.
So right now, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's some ideas floating around with some new fabric that Lindsay wants me to make a quilt, but I haven't yet decided what yet. So
that's it on the quilting front. Free Pattern Friday is this Friday. Kits are sold out. I'm sorry. They went fast. I cannot order. A few of the pieces are sold out at the distributor. But like I said, we're going to have the watermelon runner kit. That will be available. Strawberry. Sorry. We've done a watermelon. So, Free Pattern Friday. Make sure you're subscribed so you get the newest pattern in your inbox. So for cross stitch, I have a fully finished object, and I posted this. I got it done one day before May. I'm really proud of myself.
It turned out so cute.
It is cute.
So, the original pattern was a little bit different. Like, they were more baby blues, and I did kind of more aqua.
Where did you get the frame?
We bought a few.
The frame, this one is from Joann's, and it was just like a wood frame in like their unfinished wood section. And I painted it white, and then I glued a piece of fabric in it. Like, I didn't even like finish the edges. I just glued a piece of fabric, and then I mounted my cross stitch on a piece of like chipboard and just added a simple bow. And I can hang it because there's like a thing to hang, or I just have it sitting on my entry table, and it's really cute.
It turned out awesome.
Since I did mine on white, like the fencing was supposed to be white. I did pink fencing. I just love how it looks on white. So pretty.
It's crisp.
Looks very crisp.
We're white stitchers.
We're white stitchers as far as cloth goes. I started another project on a different color, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like this as much. So that is my fully finished.
I don't have it fully finished.
Okay, well, she has finishes, and then we'll do our whips. So she got a lot of stitching done while she was away.
Well, I got to go sit by a pool every day and relax, and so every morning I stitched for a couple hours. So I actually did this one. I don't know if you can.
This one's kind of hard.
It's hard to see because it's got white, even though it's cream, but it says snow on there, and
this is a Country Cottage Needleworks, I believe.
And you know, it was really funny while I was there. My grandson that's 18, him and his girlfriend seen me stitching, and they're like, we want to learn how. So I was like, I got this out, and they made about 4 squares, and they're like, oh, we're done. And so I think I finished that within like 3 or 4 days. I mean, it was really easy, simple, fast. And then I don't know if you remember, a couple of videos ago, we did some dyeing of fabric, and there was a piece that the girls were like, oh,
that looks like poop.
I said, I'll find something to do. And so I did this.
Look at how awesome.
And so that's my Halloween.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it turned out really cute. And again, that one was really fast. It only took me like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks.
We need to get framing. Mom has.
She has
about
a
10 finishes.
Yeah,
no frames.
I was gonna actually try to do some this week, but I've just been busy trying to get caught up since I've been gone. And then this one.
I'm doing this one.
I'm doing this one too. This is by Flamingo Toes.
And actually it has wording on there, but I have to have Lindsay do some block wording for me. And one of my other daughters, she just bought a little trailer for camping, and so I'm gonna put camping with the walkers on there and frame it and give to her. So
I'm gonna chart that for her. So
but that one was a lot of fun to do it. Oh, and then also I wanted to mention I actually used 3 threads in this one, and it just turned out so nice. I loved how it turned out, really thick and nice.
And
I love using.
Did you use
3.
Aurifil?
No,
regular DMC.
Everything was all regular DMC on all 3 of my projects. Okay. And I believe I used all what was needed, what was called for on all of them. So
yeah, she's a called for.
Yeah, I like the Aurifil and stuff, but I usually use the Aurifil for my Lori Holt projects, and anything else I just seem to use the DMC. So, but that's it on those.
Whip it up.
All right, my whips. So I started we had a lot of patterns come in I bought a lot of new patterns, but we've kind of put them away in our book. So this is one of them. It's called Freedom by Pickle Barrel Designs. Sorry, the picture is kind of cut off right there. And I wanted to use some of the dyed fabric we did. It's kind of like a bluish aqua-ish color.
That turned out really cute.
So this is where I'm at. I probably could finish this in like a couple hours if I wanted.
You changed up some things.
Yes, I changed up some things. I changed up the fireworks. 2 of the fireworks I didn't like, so I just made my own firework how I liked it. This one, the stripe. And then I'm going to do another stripe one down here to replace the one that was down there. It's just a little mini, and I actually took
I love the
this.
minis.
I do too. I definitely prefer mini over.
It's like instant gratification.
Yeah,
it is.
And on this,
Did you show these?
It's not months and months of misery.
Misery.
I'm just kidding.
So one thing my mom just reminded me, I ordered a bunch of these.
I like them.
And I don't even know what they're called, but they're like spring loaded. Like spring. And I've actually liked them better than the regular
Twisty.
hoops. Sorry, I feel like I got like a hair on my face or my nose. Like it must be like a dog hair. Sorry. Anyway, and then I'm using Orifloss on this, and I'm using all Orifloss except for this dark blue. I'm using Blacksmith Blue from Classic Colorworks. So that is one of my, it's a new start plus a work in progress, plus I'll probably finish it by the time we do a next video. And then last night I got this out and worked on it a little bit. We've been watching all the Marvel movies in order, and so that's kind of when we do our cross stitching. And this one is by Waxing Moon Designs. It's the Patriotic House Trio. So that's where I'm at so
when
far.
I first seen this, and you only had that part done.
It looked like the Empire State
Yes.
Building.
I was gonna say, oh, is that the Empire State Building?
So this is also on dyed fabric that we dyed. I want to dye fabric.
I'm ready.
We're ready to dye some more fabric.
Yeah.
So
We need to just do it.
just gotta do it.
It's really time consuming.
This actually has gone by, I just have the house. I still have a lot to do on it, I feel like, but I feel like it's not taking me a long time, and I've enjoyed stitching it. And I'm using all fancy floss. I am not using the called for. I just found fancy floss that we had in our stash to match kind of the color scheme. And that is dark for me. I'm usually a bright person, so this one I'm really not sure about. I wanted to redo my summer thing because I started it and did all the words like 4 years ago, but I'm only doing the top part. Well, I'm like, oh, it will look cute on this blue, but I feel like it looks like too kindergarten-y. Like it looks like a kindergarten school. Emily's shaking her head. Yeah, it does. So I
think you need to. Did you do the other one on white?
Yeah,
I'm a matte. If you're gonna do a series, I think you should
do them all the
do
same
them
color.
all. I'm really OCD,
So I
though.
finished the M last night as we were sitting there, and I just kept looking at it, and I'm like, before I get any further into it, I need to decide, because right now I don't like it. I don't like the colors. It looks like a kindergarten, like it looks like school.
Are you doing the called for colors?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
So
don't like it. to be honest.
I don't know. I think what's interesting
I think you need
is
to do something different.
well. I think
No,
what's
I
interesting
agree.
is if you look at this, like her May, right now what's popular is all these
like the aquas, the teal.
and stuff, and so I think that's what
I
draws
think
our eye.
You need to pick. It's too like it
It
looks
looks like
it looks like kindergarten blocks that you're learning letters.
yes. That's
And
what I kept
She
thinking.
needs to pick a different scheme and fabric for that.
So
She's
This-
a start it, whip, throw it out, start again.
I'll show you one.
if I don't like it, I'm not gonna keep doing it. Like I'm not
Same.
gonna spend the time.
That's
And
funny.
I spent probably 2 hours
That sucks.
on this yesterday because I stitched outside.
You could
and-
give it away. Does anyone want it?
Yeah, but then have to have all the floss. I'm not giving it away. So most likely, I'll just keep this here and do something small over here for something else.
That's funny.
And maybe do it on white, like she said, and pick.
I think you need to pick. I don't know. Look at the other one you did and see how it looks. I don't know. It's
I know. I kept looking at it as we were watching the movie last night, and I'm like, I don't
Not
like
gonna
it.
do it?
I don't
Not
like
gonna
it.
do it?
Like, if I'm not instantly liking it, then I'm not gonna finish it. So, all right.
I've learned that this is art. It really is. And
Well, it is.
this is like time consuming. It's art, and it should be like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of interesting
Yeah.
how it is art.
You just got to be creative, and
Yeah.
and I know that when I was in Vegas with my other daughter, she has quite a bit of floss, but she didn't have the colors that was called for on one of the projects that she's going to do, and so she was like, well, how am I going to start it? And I says, well, then we're going to make our own color I said,
own color palette.
yeah, our own color palette of what we want. And she actually did it, and she sent us a picture last night or what, and she finished it, and it turned out beautiful.
Yeah.
And so it don't
could show
always
you.
have to be exactly to the pattern. So
Yeah, this is our sister Katie's finish.
yeah.
If you can
Yeah.
look how cute. She did such a good job.
She did a great job.
She did it very fast.
Yeah, she did.
So that's our sister
And she
Katie's
did.
finish.
She's new at it, and she did have to unpick a part, and she's like, she did not like doing that. But that's all of us, right?
But that's life.
So
Do you want to do
Sure,
yours?
I'll go. All right.
She got quite the bag. The load.
So I'm doing Happy Camper by Lori Holt.
Look at that poor.
I know.
Pattern. She's just.
I'm sorry.
Did you do
It's
a
getting
copy?
shoved. No, because I couldn't copyright. It wouldn't copyright, so I'm sorry.
Oh.
I got all the greenery done on top except like the stems and flower buds
Cute.
because I'm deciding colors.
She's doing it on white.
And I decided, so I don't know if I should have brought over, I am doing another camping one, and I decided I'm going to keep with the color scheme of all my camping and do the same colors on all of them and like make a collage
So it's
somewhere.
cohesive.
Yeah, so it can go on a wall together. So that's my plans for my Happy Camper. And I'm using all Aura floss. I'm sorry.
That's
So you
okay.
can't trust me with anything.
So what I like to do is I like to make a
Well, it doesn't
working
fit
copy,
in my bag.
and then it's not destroyed,
And
but
it's
it
got-
doesn't fit in
And
the bag.
Sawyer, like, one day just shoved it in there and zipped it, and I just left it.
Sawyer is the sweet boy.
Her son.
Her son.
This is the Home Stitch Home. I don't even know if I should. I don't know if I like this. I've seen so many other people's finishes, and I'm not sure I like the colors I chose, but I finished some spoolage. But that's it. That's it.
I seen some. I did see some of those the other day. You're so funny.
Oh my!
It's a free one.
You might have to make a copy of that because I
'Cause,
did see some on Pinterest the other
I'm a
day.
broke person, so I need free. This is my Christmas. I didn't get too far. Country Cottage Needleworks December. I'm using, I don't remember. I don't think I'm using the called for.
She's using close to what it was
Yeah.
supposed to be.
And I got some of the bricks done in the house.
It's because
And
it's
I am a
white.
stitch off on the house, one stitch, and I just had to take it in and breathe and deal with it. One stitch off.
I hate when that happens.
But I'm just like,
I
whatever.
never tell.
I'm too far into it to care.
If I'm a stitch off, I never tell. No one's gonna know.
So I had 2 new starts. My Halloween.
We need to talk about this Halloween because we're doing the same one. And I don't know if you remember last time I talked about
Halloween calendar by Tiny Modernist.
I started mine and I'm doing 2 threads. We're using the same fabric.
Same fabric. We both are doing called for colors.
Everything called for, everything the same.
She's
And
doing 2 threads. I'm doing 3. And I don't think it's that big.
I don't think it's that big of a difference, so I'm gonna keep going.
I have been so it's hard to count that much. So what I've been doing is splitting it into 10. So I'll do 10 and tie it off. There's my lovely back. But I do 10.
She showed her back.
But I do 10 and tie it off, and I check off the 10 because it's like 6. I think it's a
It's a
lot.
long.
So I don't know about you guys, but I go cross-eyed when I'm counting, and I can't count, so I have to split it up.
So my take on that was I just did half of my cross so I could count it easier because like her,
It's hard.
if you're counting that many,
You
I get lost. Like
I get
I
lost.
lose my place.
I get cross-eyed. I get a
so-
headache.
My suggestion
Okay, let's hear it.
is you could do your 10. Don't tie it off, but take a straight pin, a yellow head straight pin,
Pin
and
it.
pin
Pin
it.
it.
That's a good idea.
And
I
then,
have thought of that.
And then
But I
that
didn't have a
way,
pin in
yeah.
my bag.
But anyway, that's.
I didn't have a pin in my bag because I thought of that. I'm like, if I just put put something there
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
mark it.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to get some pins in my bags.
This is my other start. It's the July Country Cottage Needleworks July Cottage. And I am using our dyed fabric. I picked out, I think I used some of the called for, but I picked out a lot of them. And these were supposed to be yellow in the center, and I did white instead. So that is my whips.
Whip it real good.
Okay. So
Here's the queen of cross stitch right here. I
So-
swear she like is just cute. She gets so much.
I don't have.
You don't have the picture?
No, it's in my room.
Lori Holt Christmas cross stitch. It's really cute.
So
Small.
yeah, it's
Cute.
that small.
I think
And the like I say, I think I mentioned this before, on Lori Holt's pattern, and this is again doing what you want, is she did all of her boxes in white, and I just wanted it more
I like it in
colorful.
red.
I like it in red.
because
And
who likes white?
yeah.
Who
And
likes
then
stitching with white? Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
and so that one actually's been really fun to do, and I'm using all of the Oral Floss what's called for on that one. And
You should tell them about.
and so down in Vegas,
Just show this so you can get a
my
picture.
daughter has 4 boys, and the one was the oldest one that tried it with his girlfriend and said that's it. Then she has 3, we call them the little boys, even though the oldest is 14, and then the youngest is 11,
10.
10, and then there's one in between. So they were all like, we want to try this. And I was like, well, I don't know what to do, or whatever. And I had some extra Aida cloth that I had for a project, but I hadn't started it. And so I cut little squares of that Aida cloth, like 3 4x4 or something like that. And then we ran a copy off, and we cut each individual square out, and we let them pick what they wanted to do. And it was 2 out of the 3 boys, every time that they had to get out of the pool and take a rest, or they had a break or anything like that, they had that bag of cross stitch in their hand
Doing it.
it.
It was cute.
And it was so cute. I mean, so I told my daughter, I says, if they continue to do it, then I'll make them a bag to put their stuff in, because we just put them in Ziploc bags. And and they were so proud of everything. They're like, look, I'm almost done, or look, I'm this far, and stuff. And so it was
So they pen pal my kids and her child, kids. I don't know what to say. And Hannah, her pen pal Dylan, he cross stitched a skull.
Yeah.
And cut it out and gave it to her. It's like this little cross stitched skull. It's so cute.
Yeah, it was funny. So anyway, they're just cute. And then, so I'm still working on this one.
This is Land That I Love by Country Cottage Needleworks.
And I'm gotten pretty far on it. And I'm using what's the
I bought
fancy
the
floss, the kit.
Floss pack, the Priscilla and Chelsea floss pack from Fat Quarter Shop.
Yeah.
So cute.
And it's actually turning out really cute. So I like how that's turning out.
I do too. I like
really
the green.
love the heart.
Yeah.
I like that green color. What is that color?
It's
Steamed broccoli.
Steamed broccoli.
That's a good green. I have a green that I'm working with that I don't like as much.
Yeah. And I'm thinking we're going to be ordering more of that.
More steamed broccoli.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I like that. So I got to get that done for the 4th of July. And then, of course, my big Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I did work on that a little while I was away.
What did you work on this top part?
Yep, I worked on the top part. And so I'm getting to where I'm getting to the house and everything. So
Let me undo it all the way so they can see.
yeah. I've got it on a pretty big piece of fabric. We didn't really know at the time how big it would be and everything, and so I probably
So
could.
is that the edge?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the edge, and this is the top.
Is this the bottom?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's
So
a
you
whole-
still have
yeah.
a section on the
Yeah.
bottom.
I still have a section on the bottom. So let me just put the needle back in there. So that's that. And then when I got home, I did kit like, I think 4 or 5 other things, but I actually did start 2 of them. So I started this one.
This is Joy by Ornamental Joy by Country Cottage Needleworks.
And that's how far I got for one night. That's just the little top part. And I'm using the called for DMC.
I know this is a cloth that I bought online.
Yeah. And it's
Called
really
porcelain.
small, and I like it, but I really
Do you think it's like a 16 or 18?
Yeah, I think it's a 16.
Okay.
And just using the 2 threads. Usually when I use 3 threads, I like to use it on the 14 count. And then
Oh,
I actually
I got
worked,
the
this is one I'm working on too, and I started this last night, and I actually got all the vine done.
Oh, wow. This is called Winter Snow by Country Cottage Needleworks.
And
You can tell who we like. That's all we have.
and that's what I got done.
She got quite a bit done.
I got all the vine done, and so that
Wow,
one
you
was
didn't
fun.
leave much.
No, I didn't.
You didn't leave much space up there.
Well, I can never tell how big. I
Yeah.
either go
Oh,
way big or way small, and so yeah, it's.
We need to help you.
But,
We did buy a tool.
yeah.
A little tool.
At the Fat Quarter Shop, it's like a gauge where you has like 1 inch in, 1.5, 2 inch, and then it also has like.
I
your
even
thread
just
count.
used this actually.
Well, believe me, I was
I
sweating
used a
when
ruler
I
and I
got.
just,
I got
like,
down
measured.
here and I.
And you were like, oh
yeah,
crap.
I got down here and I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have? Is it gonna? And then I was like, pray. But yeah, it's gonna be a cute one, and it's actually on a piece that we dyed.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I
We're gonna go
have
put
the
her to
yawns.
bed.
I'm tired.
So that's it for my. Oh, and then, I found this at the Walmart in Vegas, and so I'm hoping that they have one here in St. George, because I think I want to go buy a couple more, and I want to say they were only like, I want to say $3 or $5. They weren't very much.
So what are you gonna put in it? You don't know?
I don't know. I just like some of the little calendar ones I
Yeah.
thought would be cute, or like like that one. I don't know how, like the one
It's
you're
pretty
doing.
small.
But
That would fit
even
right there.
If I did the whole thing, I think it would fit.
That would be cute.
We
So.
need to whip up Mom's finish. I think. we
Yeah,
should-
she has
we're
like a
gonna finish
whole
some.
thing
I'll help her.
of finished
I just never
works
know.
that need to be fully finished.
Well, we have a whole wall we've cleared off to
in
do
our
a
studio. It's over
collage.
here.
And I went through all her decor, not all of it, but all her like daily stuff. And we got some stuff picked out to hang, and we're gonna make a cute wall with the cross stitch and mini
And we
quilts
have our Primrose Cottage quilts cross stitch that she
and the
did.
sew,
And the
sewing
sewing
machine.
machine.
So I think we should work on that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Maybe
gonna be
that's
our.
what will be featured in our next video. Maybe we'll do it on that wall over there. If it's done.
Are you guys gonna let everybody know how your camping trip went?
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I tried to block it out of my
Okay.
memory.
I'll give my opinion because I like camping. The tent, great. My mattress was too big for my tent, so we couldn't blow it all up, so we had to deflate it a little to get it in. And it's me and my 7-year-old, and it was like this. He was up here. I would like look over, and he's like above me because it was a huge mattress. So we got a longer cord, and we blew it up the next day. So I was fine. We had warm sleeping bags. We stayed warm. All my complaint is the location was too small, was not enough for 8 people. They need to not advertise that again. You could hear the other campers. Terrible location because of where the camp, like it just wasn't set up
It's a
right.
beautiful location. It's just
Put
not
together wrong. The fire pit, the grill, like it just was.
the layout
Oh.
was weird. It was like
We got a bad spot.
the fire pit was right here, and like you could only be around it on like 2 sides because there was
Yeah.
like all these bushes.
A cliff. I felt like I was gonna fall off a cliff. Like it dropped off into a.
It wasn't like a cliff, but it
You
was
would've
like
died.
a 6 foot. It was like a 6-foot drop off.
Yeah.
The kids had fun.
They rode their bikes.
We all got sunburnt. It was very warm. I came home to shower every day, and I only slept up there one night. I slept down here the other night. We only ended up staying 2 nights.
It felt like the Christmas vacation all over again because just one thing after another. I would definitely prefer to camp in the middle of nowhere. Can't hear anyone, can't see anyone. You can be loud. Like it's my second time as an adult, like on my own, going and camping at a state park, and I don't like it. I'd rather be in the middle of nowhere. I can pee in the wilderness. I don't need a bathroom or a shower. I'm good. She's the one that needs all the amenities.
I need all the amenities, and I will say we will have a camper. We will have a camper going forward if I ever go camping again.
I don't know who raised her or these two.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I was fine. It was
Because
the location.
We were big campers, and we did several without potty facilities and
I'll build a toilet.
and everything. And most of the time it was tenting.
Yeah.
But now at my age, I am done with that. I don't need
see
to
her
tent.
ever
I don't
camping
need.
again.
You don't really need to camp.
No, if I need to camp, it will be in an RV. So.
I mean, it was the kids had fun.
The kids had fun, and that's what matters. They
had
did have fun. We did all the camping
We
things.
did beads. We did mallow. We did s'mores. We did sand dunes. We played at the sand dunes. They rode their bikes.
Yeah, they had fun riding their bikes around the campsite,
Yeah.
over and over and over and over
But
again.
going forward, I will not be staying at a state park again. Well, at least
To camp.
in a designated camping ground.
Are you going to show that?
We did.
Or do you?
We did show. It's just
Oh.
been so long we forgot.
40 minutes.
Sorry.
So yeah, that's how our camping went.
Giveaway.
Oh, our giveaway before we're gonna give away a layer cake lattice quilt pattern. What question would you like them to answer?
Why are you always looking at me? Just
You
kidding.
always come up with it. What is your quarantine snack of choice? Ours has been peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, they go through a big whopping bag every week.
What's your favorite treat, guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
You can just keep eating them.
Mine is a creamsicle.
I also wanted to know, this was I was wondering, because I know some people do a Facebook Live and then they post it to YouTube.
We might try that.
Let us know if that's something we should try, is the Facebook Live, and then you can interact with us, and then we'll post it on YouTube. So,
I think we'll try that.
so yeah. Thanks for the follows, likes, and everything.
And I want to mention, I want to do a studio tour, but we want to get the wall done. So as soon as we get our wall done, we'll do and make sure our studio is really clean. We're gonna do a studio tour, and so that would be fun.
Yeah.
So we will see you. Oh, don't forget, Let Freedom Ring Sew Along starts on the 20th. I posted a video, a separate video.
We have it behind us.
We have it behind us. I posted a separate video of this and information. My mom and I talked about kind of everything about the sew along. We want you to join in, so we'd love to have you, and we will see you in a couple weeks. See you next time.
Have a good week.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.